I plan to break my N-word record on your show
Oh,
right
yeah.
now. This is when it's going to happen.
And watch how I get the blame entirely for your actions.
Jamila Jamil brings on bigot to her.
Yeah. Known bigot.
How could she platform him?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wrong Turns. This is where dignity goes to die. It's a podcast that recognizes that all that work we've done as a culture against shame is actually pointless, and we should bring shame back. And we are, and we're doing it right here. And joining me today, we have a comedian, writer, and actor from shows like Cobra Kai, Kicking It, and Raid the Fridge. He is the author of Undercooked and hosts the podcast Green Eggs and Dan Ahdoot.
Thank
Yay!
you. Thank you. I am excited to be in this ring of shame.
Yeah.
My parents will not be listening to this
Okay.
because it's about to get shameful.
Okay, great.
Not if I can't help it.
Yeah.
I'm calling your parents up.
Judging by your look, no one's going to be listening to this. So I'm going to see a tank suddenly in my ratings. And we have an actress, writer, and comedian who you've seen on How I Met Your Father and Mr. Throwback to one of the hosts of Queer Sports Podcast. It's Tien Tran. Hello.
Hi. Hello.
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm really excited to be here.
I'm so excited to have you
I know.
here.
I'm excited.
You both look like very lucky people, and I can't tell if that's just because you're well dressed and you're both attractive. Are you lucky people?
I'm rich. I don't know what your excuse is. I'm very, very wealthy.
I don't think I'm that. I don't think I'm like unlucky, but I don't think I'm that lucky either.
Right.
Yeah.
But do you? Okay, so you don't feel like you're an unlucky person.
No.
Is disaster drawn to you? Like, were you asking for it? What were you wearing? Do you know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know. I think I'm pretty good at avoiding disaster. So when it does happen to me, it's catastrophic.
Right.
Yeah.
I think I'm pretty good at avoiding disaster too.
Your whole life, or is it something you've learned to do?
I mean, I think it's something that I'm such a
Sorry,
people
to this.
pleaser.
Like, what am I, Elon? Oh my God, sorry.
Screen grab.
Known bigot invites other bigots.
I like to disassociate myself from what we just saw here together.
I'm pretty chill here.
There was no nuance there, okay?
Do you guys have examples of micro humiliations that you have, just for me to get a sense of you and how you respond? Do you want to start, Tien?
Okay, I'll start. So when I first moved to Chicago, one of my very first jobs was at a sushi restaurant, and it was spelled Chicago, Shikago, after the chef. Yeah,
Chicago.
Chicago.
Yeah.
Which is really funny you say that because it was pronounced just Chicago.
You are rich.
But people, I know.
Yeah.
But people would come in and be like,
I can afford Duolingo Pro.
people would come in and be like, Chicago. Like it was like a Japanese word.
Yeah.
But we used to also cater the library on the top floor.
Mhm.
And I was like poor and like didn't have a lot of money at
Dan
the time.
can't relate.
Yeah,
Sorry.
sorry. Do you know what that is? Poor? Do you know how to say it?
I don't. I'm actually not sure why I'm sitting on the same couch.
Is that why
As
you're sitting
you-
so far away from me
Yeah.
right now?
Yes, this is why.
Good God,
It's
your
in my
body
rider.
language.
I said
yeah.
I want one round pillow
Yeah,
between
this
me and any poor
Yeah.
person.
My dinner every night when I worked there was like eating the sushi and the egg rolls.
Were they feeding you?
No. So what
Okay.
we would do is that we would cater the top floor and we would get in the elevator and we'd get 40 floors. I would just stuff food
Yeah.
into my face in that ride.
People's leftovers?
No, before we even walked out to serve them.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was like
Bold.
taking it from the platter before it was being served.
And were you very like good at this and strategic
Yes.
and good at covering your tracks?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good at covering my tracks. I could like kind of eat 2 egg rolls in a 40-floor ride.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not to brag.
All right, deep throat.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
sorry, no offense. Deep throat lesbian.
Yeah. The best kind.
The best kind.
Yeah.
Can we do a spin-off podcast called Deep Throat Lesbian?
Yes.
I'll be the
Okay.
co-host.
I would 100% like go listen to that band.
Yeah, DTL.
100%, yeah.
We're going to see DTL tonight.
Yeah.
And one of the days I didn't know that the chef was upstairs.
Right.
And the elevators opened. And I was like finishing stuffing like a sushi in my mouth. And he was just like, oh, you can't. He was like speechless.
Yeah, because also like it's a hygiene red
It-
flag.
Oh
You're
my
getting in
God.
there with your hands.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my
He
God.
just like looked at me and was like, can't do that.
Also, how were you able to do this with was it a big platter? Were you holding it with both hands?
It was on a roller. It would it would be multiple plates of like sushi, egg rolls.
I think he's
like
a
little-
cunt for not being flattered.
I mean, it was so good. I was trying to like.
Were you trying to be like, oh, it's just so delicious? Like the smell like took me over.
No, I'm really bad at kind of flattering.
Yeah.
So I just answered honestly. I was like,
I'm poor.
hungry.
So he said his response was, "You can't do that.
You can't do that.
You should have been like,
Yeah.
well, you can't spell Chicago like that either."
Yeah.
And then throw the
But
food
also, you
at
can't
him.
not feed your staff.
I know.
I've never heard of a restaurant before that
We didn't do family
feed their
meals.
staff. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm against him, but that is humiliating. Were you fired, or did you just get like a slap?
I
on the wrist?
got a slap on the wrist.
Big old slap on the wrist.
Yeah.
Right, fair enough.
Do you have like a Pavlovian response every time you're in an elevator? Do you get hungry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just as the mouth
Just as
starts
the-
filling up with saliva.
Yeah.
If I
Yeah.
see someone else in the elevator, I'm like,
Yeah,
take it from them.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
ever ask strangers for some of their food?
No. Have you?
No.
Like off
No,
their
I-
off their
Sorry.
Oh, wait.
Wait,
Can
Sorry,
I?
what? Huh?
I know this is a little bit of a pivot,
Yeah,
but
go
that
on.
reminded me of the craziest story
Please.
that is shameful for my friend.
Okay, please. I love.
Okay.
But this
Throw
happened
them
this
under the
happened
bus.
last week.
First and last
Okay.
name. No.
Last week, Dia Noor. We were at Marvin restaurant here in West Hollywood, and we were sitting down. It was me and my two friends and a young lady I was with. Humble brag.
Yeah.
There was a
really
couple
young.
next to us.
No.
There was a couple next to us. They're having dinner. Gay couple. Okay, we did it.
Okay.
Hey.
High five.
Equality.
Oh, the
And-
lesbians are gonna get me for that one.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
There was a gay couple, and they were having a wonderful date, and they had this veal chop.
Mhm.
And the chop they took it off the bone, and the bone was sitting there. And they were done. They were basically done eating, but not really. There was still like a little bit of meat left. And my buddy is like, "Oh my God, they're not gonna finish the bone. Like I need that's such a crime."
It is- it
Mhm.
is
He's
a
like, "I
crime.
want to eat it so badly." And I said, "I'll give you $300
Mhm.
if you don't
Oh,
say
he
anything."
is rich.
Because I'm rich. If you don't say anything, grab that bone and just start eating it. You can't say a word until you're done eating it.
Mhm. So you play those sort of little games with your poor friends?
Yes, I
yeah.
did.
Yeah. What is this? The fucking
You're
Hunger
like
Games?
yeah, like
Oh my
you
God.
Yeah.
You're like a sick little
Yeah,
king.
yeah.
that's
He's
just
like,
I
he's
knew
like
he-
Joaquin
Yes.
Phoenix and Gladiator.
Yes,
Just
yeah.
like thumb up, thumb down.
Yeah. And I knew he had just gotten on welfare the week before.
Yeah.
So I was like, he'll be down for that.
Yeah. Dance,
Did he
little
do
monkey,
it?
dance.
He's very wealthy. He's very wealthy.
Okay. Now he's got $300. Yeah.
And he looks at his wife, and his wife is like, "Do not do this." And he looks at the bone, and he picks it up, and he starts eating it. And he starts eating it, and this guy is like, "Excuse me, what the hell are you doing?" And he's not allowed to talk if he wants to win the money. So he's just quietly finishing eating the bone. The guy's like, "I said, what are you doing? What are you doing?" And I'm dying inside that I
Wait,
orchestrated
whose
this.
confronted him? Is it the person whose
The
bone
person
it is?
whose bone he took.
Wait, he
And
went
they were
up
on a
to it.
date.
Wait, sorry.
Yeah.
The table wasn't empty. The table's got them
No,
on it.
They were sitting there enjoying their date.
That's
My
insane.
It
That's
was
so-
mid-date.
Oh my god.
You think wait, hold on. You think I would have paid someone $300 to eat a bone when there's
I
no
don't
one
know.
else at
Yeah,
the
that's
table?
rich people are stupid.
Yeah.
Like, I have no idea.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know what you fucking billionaires get up to. Did you go to space recently?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so he ate this bone
Oh
quietly as this, and these guys were like on a second date. Like they didn't know each other well enough
Oh
for
my
it
God.
to be
Him
like,
not being
Oh my
allowed to
God.
speak. You're such an evil genius
oh
that I
my
can't
God.
even bear it.
Isn't that the best part?
It's so good.
It was so humiliatingly awful. And he finally finishes and he's like, "I'm going to pay for your whole meal. I'm going to pay for your whole meal."
No.
And they're like, "We don't want you to pay for our fucking meal. Why'd you just do that?" And he's like, "My friend, he made a bet for
Oh
he
my
made a bet.
Oh, man.
We'll pay for your meal." He's like, "I don't want you to pay for anything. That's ridiculous." And then the guy said, "I'm going to self-regulate right now because I am so angry."
Oh,
Oh my
Ugh.
god.
That's a psychopath.
Self-regulate.
Yeah, yeah,
That's a
yeah.
psychopath. You
Yeah,
sent him
yeah,
into
that
the
is-
lair
that
of a
is-
psychopath. Like,
Yeah.
that's insta therapy speak
That is.
from a millennial man.
Yeah.
That's
Oh my
really
God.
scary.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah,
self-regulate.
I'm gonna
gonna
self-regulate.
self-regulate.
That's what is that? That's the 2025 Insta therapy version of the Hulk.
Yeah.
You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Yeah.
It's the like metrosexual
Oh.
version.
I'm gonna
I'm
self-regulate.
gonna self-regulate right now.
Yeah, because
Wow.
he looked like he was about to fight.
I mean, I would be pissed
Yeah.
I would be pissed too.
because I like eating every little bit of a bone.
Yes, that's
Oh,
the best
100%.
part.
It's the best
100%.
part.
Probably not someone else's.
No.
No.
Yeah.
It's like a scene out of a movie, what you made your friend do. I hope
I
you write that into
know.
something. Tell me an embarrassment tell me like a micro embarrassment that happened to you.
You know, I had a long string of micro embarrassments.
Mhm.
When I moved to LA, the first job I got was I was an actor on a show on the Disney Channel. Please stay seated. And I played the character. I played a very ethnically diverse, racially open-minded character
Cool.
Cool.
named Falafel Phil.
Cool.
Oh my God.
This was real.
I love.
Yeah, it feels real.
First and last name.
Yeah.
If you
Okay,
Google
love it.
Falafel Phil,
Mhm.
my face will come up for
Mhm.
eternity.
Yep.
But it was really humiliating, this job, and I kind of I got trapped into it. Like I didn't want to actually get it, but I got it. And then,
Because you're so good at that.
Guys, I'm just too good at auditions.
Falafel Phil.
Yeah. And I nailed this Falafel Phil thing, and Falafel Phil became the breakout character of this Disney show.
Oh
And
no.
I'm like this respectable, trying to be this respectable comedian, and I'm going on dates and stuff. And kids, I was super famous to like 5-year-old kids. And kids like don't know that there's boundaries. Like you can't just run up to someone at inopportune times. So like I'd be on a date, and I wouldn't want this girl to know that I'm freaking Falafel Phil.
Yeah, it's not the biggest.
No, turn
No.
on.
And
Moisturizer. We'll
Kids
call
would
it.
run up
Yeah.
to my
Sorry,
moisturizer.
I've never said that before.
Oh my
I'm so
God.
Wow, that was
horrified by myself.
amazing.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry. I don't
God.
know where that came from.
Welcome to Moisturize. with
Moisturizer
Jamil
opens
Jamil.
for deep throat
I
lesbian.
think there is Coke in my electrolytes. I'm sorry. Go on, as you were saying.
Anyway, it was this thing of like I would see like kids would just run up to the table all the time and be like, "Falafel Phil, can I take a picture with you?" And they'd be like, "Who's this Falafel Phil?" I'm like,
my God.
"I don't know."
It's
what
like,
you're
I don't know
talking
who
about."
these
Shut up,
racist
kids.
kids are.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so would you do the voice?
No,
Is there
I mean
a voice?
there is a voice.
Okay.
Do the voice.
What you are talking about? Do the voice. It is me, Falafel Phil. You know the guy.
Yes.
Guys.
That gave me chills.
Yeah, I know. A lot of
I think it
Falafel
actually
Phil
was a
groupies.
moisturizer after all.
Can
Not for me.
Oh, shut up, deep throat. So you would never get into character. You would gaslight children wherever you went.
No, I would do it. On a date, I wouldn't do it. If I was on a date and I would see them coming to the table because I would know what's happening, I would get up and go to the bathroom.
Oh.
I would get up and go to the bathroom, and I would take out my little chloroform rag. I'd come back into the restaurant, fade to black, Timmy, and
You'd lure them to the bathroom. No, I'm joking.
but it's not for what you think. It was just to drug them so they fell asleep.
My
Yeah,
God.
exactly.
Yeah.
Did you have dates that were like, oh, that's cool? Did you have someone that was like, oh my God, you're Falafel Phil?
No, I did hook up with a mom once who was a mom of a kid who was a Falafel Phil fan.
Right. And so did that was she like, Falafel Phil, do the voice like in bed?
Yeah, no.
I can't wait to tell my
Yeah.
son.
I can't believe I had sex with Falafel Phil. No, I didn't do the Falafel Phil voice while we were hooking up. I
No.
did not do
Have you ever done any of your characters while hooking up?
that.
Okay, well, this is a long
You know-
pause.
Yeah.
There was a Ukrainian girl that I hooked up with a little bit, and she kept calling me Suka Jew while we would hook up.
What?
Which Suka means like dirty. She'd be like, you
Whoa!
are Suka.
Holy shit!
I know, I agree.
Whoa.
But she was so hot. She was like egregiously hot.
Oh my
Oh
god!
my
And I was like,
God.
I'm willing to put up a little bit of anti-Semitism. I swear to you, if I showed you a picture,
So
you would-
That's crazy.
you'd understand.
Yeah,
That is
I'd be like, yeah, I'm a
so-
I'll be your Suka Jew.
Oh my God.
You know what? I think had my boyfriend asked me to, which he didn't because he's not an evil, terrible person, but
Yeah.
I think I would put on a little voice if he wanted that. I think I do it. I think when someone's hot enough, you go to the dark part of their brain.
Yeah,
you go visit
that's
them
healthy.
there. Would
I'll
you
get
never
a little
do it?
rice patty hat.
Whoa, I just got a little hard.
Yeah. Isn't this?
We'll be back after the break. And we're back. All right, Falafel Phil. Tell me, what's your big wrong turn?
Okay, so my big wrong turn is this was about 8 months ago, I would say. I was asked to do a stand-up show for a camp. There's a camp called Experience Camps, okay? And it's a wonderful charity. They raise money for kids who have lost a parent or a sibling.
I thought it was going to be kids who were chloroformed by Falafel Phil.
Yeah, please support the camp. It's part of my community service. It's a wonderful camp, and I was asked to do it, and I was like, oh my God, I would love to do it because my older brother died. I know, comedy podcast. It's okay. We got this. My older brother died, and I was like, this means a lot to me because I could have gone. I would have loved to have gone to something like this. So I'm like, I would love to do this. Let's do it. And I get there, and it's like, there's all these great comedians backstage.
And do you feel like I've made it? I fucking made it.
Yeah.
I was like, this
doing
is gonna
charity
be
with the best.
I was like, this is like these are my people. This is my type of charity. It's gonna be a great show. It's gonna be awesome. And the comics were great, and the place was sold out, and it was electric in there. Now, there's something else you have to know. I have a rule where I won't invite someone that I'm dating to a comedy show.
Why?
Unless it's like, excuse me, can I finish?
No.
Can I finish?
No. Is this your podcast? Sorry, go on.
I'll tell you why. Because I feel like this is going to sound very pompous, okay?
I can't wait.
Unlike anything else you've said today.
Guys,
yeah.
It's about to get a little pompous.
Yeah.
For the first time.
For the first time.
No, I feel like if someone sees you on stage killing, it's a little bit of like, that's not you getting to know me. It's not me getting to. You're seeing my superpower.
Yeah.
It's an unfair advantage thing.
I'm so obsessed with you that like the fear isn't that they might see you.
The
bomb.
fear is you're just gonna fall in love.
So
with me.
obsessed.
Yeah. I don't.
Love you so much.
Oh my God, you can't come see me because you're just gonna you won't be.
Yeah,
you're gonna be moisturized
in public and it's gonna be weird.
It's gonna
You
be
get
so
it.
weird.
I'm glad you get it. I'm glad you get it.
You're like, I don't like to start at worship.
But there was a girl that I was on a few dates with, and I liked her. So I was like, you know what? You're getting the comedy show.
Okay, and can I ask just quickly? Sorry, I swear I will not interrupt you for another 10 more seconds.
This is your show.
Okay, so was part of the thinking, it's like kids who've experienced, tragedy, so she's gonna eat this up. Because I mean, that's a home run of a.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a little tender boy magic.
I was like, this is gonna be a home run of a show because it's. By the way, to clarify, the show is not for the kids.
No.
Oh.
The show is it's like a charity show raising money for the kids.
Oh, okay.
It's not like full of grieving kids in the
no.
audience. Okay, that's not fun.
Very tough crowd.
That is a tough crowd.
That is a really tough crowd.
You don't want to do that. But yes, part of that was like, it's like you want to invite them to a show that you know is going to be a home run. Saturday night at the Laugh Factory, a sold out charity show, killer.
Yeah, for sad kids, amazing.
Sad kids.
Yeah.
So I invite her to the show, and I'm backstage, and every comic is basically doing a 10-minute set, and they're destroying. Okay, and I'm like, this is great. So I'm in the rafters, and I'm about to go up, and the person running the show says, Dan, do us a favor. We're going to play a little video now, and then you're going to go on after the video. I was like, yeah, it's fine. They play this fucking video, and it's like this 7-year-old girl is sitting on a park bench, and she's like shaking, okay?
Oh, no.
She's like shaking, and she's like, after my parents died, I thought that my grief was gonna take over my whole life. But now I'm with other people who have grief, and we control our grief. And we know that our grief doesn't have control of us. We have control over our grief.
Oh, no.
The fucking crowd is crying like you've never, like sobbing. Yeah. And this girl goes on for like fucking 7 minutes about her grief, okay? Non-stop, shaking, just like lisping. And I'm like, oh my God. And then like, they just like turn the lights on and they're like, go out. I'm like,
oh no, just like cold. No music break,
nothing,
no nothing.
So I just go out. And I take the mic and I'm like, I have to say something, right? So I'm like, how am I supposed to follow that video?
God.
And I get a little laugh and it's like, da da da, and I diffuse. And then I make the mistake of doing an impression of the little girl.
No.
No.
Why?
Oh my God.
And I'm like, oh my grief, what am I gonna do about my grief?
No.
My grief. And the crowd goes, and I go, oh no, guys, and I panic, and I'm like, guys, it's cool. I have a dead brother. And they're like, what? And I'm like, my brother died. It's okay. And they're like, and someone's like, are you making this up? I'm like, no, I swear I have a dead brother. And then I'm like,
Oh my God.
and people are like, it's the worst. And I have like 8 minutes left. Like it just started. So then I start doing my material and they do not want to laugh at anything.
No.
No.
Oh, this is from hell.
And I get off stage.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I text the girl who I'm on a date with. And I'm like, I'm just gonna leave through the back. I'm not gonna go out of the front here. And I was like, just meet me there. And she's like, okay. So I go out and it was raining. And now I'm in this back alley in like shitty LA in the rain. And she comes out and she's like, wow. That was wow. I was like, it doesn't usually go like that. Like I'm really funny. It's not.
Insane.
Oh, anyway, we didn't go on another date. That was it. That was the end.
I feel as though that level of
that was the
disaster
end.
would
That
make me
was-
want to
Yeah.
date you more.
I
Like
know.
that.
Yeah, no,
that's
now
a
I'm the
shame.
one with the grief.
Yeah.
It is I with the grief.
Oh my God.
Oh my
She was so angry.
God.
She's like, I have to self-regulate,
Oh
right?
my-
What you did to that little girl.
Oh, anyway, please give money to experience camps.
Yeah.
All right. That's.
Oh
we
my
want to go full circle
God.
after that night.
Has anyone have any of the comics that were there? Did they ever have you ever seen them out and was like, dude, remember Griefgate?
No, I don't. They were all backstage. I don't think they saw what was
Okay,
going
okay.
on. I hope not.
I was going to say that. Did you ever fear the next time you got on stage or something like that would happen again? Like, did you carry any residual bodily
No,
trauma? No, because
not
you don't have to follow a bereaved child.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think so. And if I do, now I know what to do.
It's
Yeah.
it's actually
Don't-
how he opens his shows now.
Yeah.
Every single one.
Yeah, guys, it's all you're learning lessons, and I learned don't make fun of the kid who lost her parents
No.
and is 8 and is shaking on a bench crying.
With the
Okay,
lisp.
with a lisp.
Yeah.
Sometimes this is just life experience. Like, because who would have known that going into that you shouldn't make fun of that kid? Not
No
me,
one.
Not
Not
us.
me.
No one.
not I.
Not a single person.
No.
No.
We are
Thank
all
you.
Yeah.
100% with you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Fuck
guys.
that
I feel
kid.
seen.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
seen.
We're going to go to a quick break. And we're back. Oh, man. What a fucking story.
Wow.
I don't think I'm ever going to fully recover from how painful that was. Tien, will you
Yes.
tell me your wrong turn?
Okay. It's not gonna be like that.
Okay.
But it is about a death. So
Awesome.
yes.
Pretty good.
Okay. Starting out great. So when my grandfather passed away, he was 100 years old,
Wow.
and he was like the patriarch of our family. And so it was like a big deal. Everyone had to come back.
hmm
And when I found out, my dad called me and was like, Teeny, that's what he calls me. He's like, Teeny, I really want you to play violin for the service.
Cool.
No,
No.
because I hadn't played violin in like 10 years. And violin is not the type of instrument that you can kind of
No.
just like pick up and play. Like
No.
it is not
No.
something that you can just like sit down and do and sound amazing.
And 10 years ago, were you great at the violin?
No, I was fine.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Great question. I was fine. I was like a high school, like I was part of high school orchestra.
Right. Okay.
I got to go to Disney for it. You know, I
Okay.
have a Letterman jacket that says Tien, First Violin Orchestra.
Okay, all right. First
Okay, so very
violin.
cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
First violin. But at the time I was like, so my dad's asking me, I'm like 25 years old at
Mhm.
this time. And so I am such a people pleaser with my family. I was like, fine, I just it'll be short. Like, can it just be like one song? He's like, yeah, one song. It's totally fine. The night before I fly out, I like party like there's not a funeral the next day.
Yeah.
And I almost miss my flight.
Mm-hmm.
I get to the airport and I'm doing that thing with my violin where I'm like trying to get through security. I was that annoying person that was like, can I please, my grandfather just passed away. Can I please cut you in line? My grandfather passed away. Can I just like
I hate
over
doing
and
that.
oh my God,
That's the
over
worst.
and over
You don't have
and
to deal with that in your
over.
private jet.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
have
Okay.
the-
Cool.
you have a rocket ship.
Yeah, I do have my private rocket ship.
Yeah.
And I have TSA pre on my rocket ship.
Yeah.
This was before I didn't even have TSA pre-check, so I'm just like trying
We
to.
knew that already, honey.
Oh my God. You're like, you were like, I didn't see a little green check by your name.
She called it a green check. Oh, it is a green.
It's
it
a
is
little green
It's
check,
a green
right?
check,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, okay.
She's seen it in films.
Yeah,
Sorry, go
I've
on.
seen it in movies. I have one now, okay? I have TSA pre-check. What a thing
Yeah,
to
we're
brag
ethnic.
about.
We need it. Okay, go on.
So like that's also so embarrassing to have to be like that, and people like
I
to
hate
ask.
that.
I hate that
It's
to
like,
ask
yeah.
people, and people don't want to fucking help. They're just like, "Ugh, fine. I was getting to people that were like, all right, fine. Just like I
Yeah,
have
it's no
to. I have to get my
charitable spirit,
I have
yeah.
to get to my plane too.
Right.
So I get to the gate. I miss the flight,
Fuck.
and I call my girlfriend, absolutely crying. I feel like I kind of subconsciously almost tried to miss the
Right,
flight
right,
as
right,
to
right.
like not have to play
Yes.
at this funeral.
Mhm.
So I call my girlfriend thinking she's going to be like, oh, it's fine. Just come back home. Like, I'm sure your parents will understand. She was like, no, get another fucking flight right away. So I like go to the gate agent. I'm bawling and I'm hoping that this woman won't be able to help me
Mhm.
and start crying harder when she's like, I got you a flight. I'm like,
Uh,
okay.
Oh my God.
Thank you. I'm just absolutely in tears. Just like, okay, thank you so much. You really helped me out. You're so good. Thank you. So I get on this flight. I make it. I get to the funeral. And so at this funeral, it's at the church that like sponsored my family over like post-Vietnam War.
Yeah.
It is like a very important church in our family.
Yeah. I've read The Sympathizer. I know.
You
I
know,
what
right?
happened.
Right?
Okay.
You read The Sympathizer. It's a lot like that.
That's the Vietnamese equivalent of I have a black friend.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
is.
100%.
It is 100%.
Yeah.
I read The Sympathizer and I've had pho. And
Can I pronounce it? Pho, even though it's not.
I get to the church and like he is truly the patriarch of the family, and his brothers and sisters came, and my grandfather, my dad, is one of 7, so like the family is huge.
Yeah.
And he was also like a very big figure at this Catholic church. So we're talking like
It's all eyes on you.
it's like
Yeah.
200 people have come to this
Fuck
service.
me. Wow.
And I get there and I have my violin. I'm ready to play one song,
What's the song?
Amazing Grace.
Lovely.
My aunt comes to me and is like, can you actually play for 45 minutes as everybody's coming into the church?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
And I was like, I only have one song and it's like 1 page long. And she's like, just keep playing it over and over. And you can
Oh my God.
and you can split time with your cousin. Now my cousin is a 14-year-old piano virtuoso,
Oh
like
my
a fucking piano
A
genius.
prodigy.
Oh, an absolute prodigy. So like we get up and he plays a beautiful, like full Ave Maria. And then I get up and I play the absolute worst sounding, like cat claws on a chalkboard, Amazing Grace. It's like
Oh my God.
Wait, hang on a second. I think you can do better than that. That's a violin over there.
okay.
Oh my God. There's a violin here.
That's a fucking violin
Okay.
over there. She brought a violin.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Holy cow. I did not see you brought the violin. This is very exciting for me.
You've just changed color. Like
This is
Also, you have sheet music. Did you
I-
use sheet music for Amazing Grace on the day?
Yes.
And was your cousin using sheet music?
No,
for his
he
music?
wasn't. This is literally what I printed out. This 4-line
Oh my God.
sheet of Amazing Grace
Oh my God.
that I played over and over for 20 minutes.
Oh my
as
god!
people are coming in and they're crying, they're like so upset. My sisters keep looking at me and are like,
Oh my God.
you suck. like,
my God.
Absolutely terrible. Okay, can you?
Be
hold
her
this
sheet
for me?
stand.
I love it. It is 3 notes.
No, no.
She's like, you must hold it up for me.
I don't even remember it. Okay, so you have to imagine
Yeah,
Everyone-
200 people.
200 people.
Very important people in
Very
the community. your grandfather is a pillar of this very community.
Yes.
There's a lot of expectation on you, and you've just played after fucking Mozart.
Yes.
Okay.
And like his big picture is sitting. They did open casket. Like
Yeah.
it's all there.
Wow. So even he's listening to
So
this.
he's listening to this.
Yeah. Are you trying to be bad right now?
Oh. Oh my God.
Oh, that one hurts my teeth.
Yeah.
Oh. I like it.
Wow.
Wow.
20 minutes.
Bravo. I'm picturing your grandfather.
Not even clap one clap.
No.
Come on.
No.
Bastard.
No. The guy was a pillar of the community. He deserved
I'm just
better.
imagining him in the open casket going, oh.
He's
Yeah.
like, close it.
Yeah, please, can I?
He's like, fucking close the casket. It was absolutely brutal.
Yeah.
Really.
Thank you for doing that. You're amazing.
Thank you.
Dan's a
for
bastard. I
I feel like the last time I played the violin was when I was 5, probably.
Yeah.
I took maybe a couple lessons, and I think I could play it better than you did.
Oh
No.
All right.
I play the piano.
No,
I'm a piano. I'm not gonna say I'm not.
no,
I'm
go
not a
get it,
musician.
Dan.
Try-
Yeah.
I feel like I could do better.
Go on. No,
Go on.
you're moving towards it.
And I don't need the
Holy
notes.
shit.
I don't need the
What's
notes.
Are
happening?
you
I'm gonna-
fucking serious right now? Let me get this out of your way.
I'm just.
Do you need the sheet music?
You need to.
Oh, okay, it's in tune.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
He's actually better than. He's doing it from memory.
Vibrato. You.
Harmony. It was an interpretation.
Okay.
You know what I will say?
Okay.
You know, it was a Tom York version.
Yeah,
What I will say is that he was not as bad as he should have been.
I know.
Compared to
Yeah,
you,
wait, when's
it
the
was
last-
worse, but like not that much worse.
Okay.
Tune
Thank
into
you.
my next
Yeah.
comedy special. Not as bad as it should have been. By
Wait,
Dan
when's the last
Ahdoot.
time you played?
I play the piano. I'm good at instruments, but
Okay.
I haven't played the violin in probably since I was 6.
Okay.
That was a really long time
That was
ago.
a really
Just to
long
add a
time
little
ago.
more shame
No,
to your
that's
story.
okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
It felt very wartime.
I mean, when I, it's really funny you say
You know
that.
what I mean? It just
Yeah,
felt like
someone
it
in like
felt
a
like
World
the-
War One trench.
Yeah, exactly. At the
shaking.
very end, it's the last soldier who happens to have a violin and plays it amongst all the dead bloody bodies.
It's funny that you say that because when I practiced once, I didn't practice that much. For my wife, she was like, "You sound like a Civil War, like a dead soldier."
Yeah,
From this,
yeah.
just like
Yeah.
like a ghost, just like
Like a ghost.
Oh man.
You glossed over something in your story though that I thought was kind of interesting.
Oh, go
Okay,
on.
What?
The night before
Yeah.
your grandfather's funeral, this pillar of the society, the patriarch of the family, you went out and got blackout drunk, hammered,
yeah.
I did.
instead of like practicing your
Hey
violin.
man, that's how she
Hey, that's how
practices
the-
her grief.
That's how this grief. Yeah, don't tell me how to grieve, okay?
And we're back, and you two have been absolutely phenomenal. I've had so much fun, such unexpected and strange stories. Before you go, I want to share another wrong turn story. I enjoy these stories from our listeners. They make us feel less alone because misery loves company. This one's from a listener. Now, they say, while at work, I was chatting with some co-workers about music when the band The Monkees came up. Do you know who that is? The Monkees?
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah,
we're the
yeah,
monkeys.
yeah.
Yeah,
We have the rights
1960s
to that
band.
song.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm allowed to sing it.
Yeah, but we get it. So one woman said she used to have a crush on Davy Jones, a member of the band, and the discussion quickly turned into a playful debate about which monkey we would each want to hook up with. Another colleague walked in, curious about our laughter, and we asked her which monkey she would sleep with, and without missing a beat, she answered, a silverback gorilla.
Oh my god.
Holy cow.
And the poor woman never lived it down.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Oh.
It is
God.
amazing, but also the right answer. Because if it's like a bonobo
Yeah.
or
Right.
chimps are
It's
like
an
wiry
orangutan.
and weird.
Yeah.
No, you want a big silverback.
Yeah, you want to
with
get
broad
topped by a
shoulders.
silverback.
Yeah.
Break your back, as they say.
100%,
Yes.
literally,
Yes.
very
Yes.
literally,
And your insides.
yeah.
Yeah.
Probably for sure. Yeah.
Yes.
What monkey would you want to sleep with?
I just told you a
Yeah.
silverback. I did not have to think about it.
Well, I feel like that's the end of the episode.
Yeah.
Right there.
I don't know if we
Before everyone goes, tell me where people can find you and what they should watch and listen to.
You can find me at the zoo.
Oh, you can find me on Instagram at Hank Tina.
Why Hank Tina?
Hank Tina, because my real name is actually Han Tien. And I once had a teacher, a white teacher, literally see those letters, HANHTIEN, and say, is there a Hank Tina in the room?
Oh, that's great.
A Hank Tina.
Amazing.
So that's why I've reclaimed the racism, I guess.
Right.
And now I've used it as my Instagram handle.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so
Fantastic.
Hank Tina, and you can listen to my podcast with my friends called Drocula.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you. And
Amazing.
Dan, Dirty Dan.
I'm at Stand Up Dan everywhere. And
Because people are also too racist to be able to pronounce
no
your
one can
surname.
spell a dude.
Yeah.
No one can spell a dude. I understand. I'm okay. White teachers, if you're listening, I forgive you.
Yeah.
I don't.
At Stand Up Dan on everything. My podcast is Green Eggs and Dan. It's a comedic food podcast. And my book is Undercooked, which is comedic food essays. I like to eat.
Yeah, you
Is
do.
the,
Well, he can afford to eat the
Yeah.
best.
As a rich person.
You've been absolutely ideal. I love you both. Thank
Love
you
you
for coming
too.
on
Love
Wrong
you
Turns.
too.
Thank you.